Closed captioning for The Casey Malone Show is sponsored by Hunter Stevens Land Title Agency. Integrity, service, and commitment you can trust.
Oh, yeah. Casey Malone is serving up local. It's time for the stories of our region, the tastes, the sights, the sounds, and the people in and around the valley. Get ready for some local flavor on The Casey Malone Show.
Today, we feel the love and check in with Love Soup in McDonald. And I prepare a wonderful dinner with my Valentine. But first, candy just wasn't enough. Now it's time to surround yourself with toys from your past. Well, you remember Linda Barton from Sweet Memories Vintage, and it was all began with the t-shirt, the Good Humor t-shirt.
Yep.
And you see how it's expanded. And we're here doing a little update because things have really turned around even more. But before we go there, you are about to present a check.
So $5 off every t-shirt benefits charities. So our Isley's ice cream and candy lines all benefit Akron's Children's NICU Clinic. And just last year alone, we raised over $22,000 for them, bringing our total since COVID to $47,000.
That is unbelievable. And I mean, 25 is a very fair price. And then, you know, 5 of it goes right here in our community.
Yep.
But you can't just stop it. You can't help yourself, can you?
No, I get
It's the candy bug, so she gets all these crazy candies that we can't find that are retro. And now you have bought the whole other unit right next door, and we have gone crazy in Toyland.
I realize that as people are in the store, they're talking about all the memories that they had,
Right.
you know, with candy. And I remember someone saying, oh, I remember, you know, Friday night I used to play Parcheesi, and, you know, we used to eat these snacks and this and that. And then I just thought natural transition is toys.
Ta-da! This is the big reveal. Is it just as much work to go after all these old retro toys and games as it was to find those, you know,
It was
vintage
harder.
candies?
It was much harder because with the candy side, I was wholesaling my t-shirts to candy stores all over the United States. So I already had relationships with candy stores, and they were directing me where they got this, where they got that. There aren't any independent toy stores around anymore. There was no one to really network with. So I went online and I researched the top 10 most popular toys per decade, going back to 1940. Put it in a Google spreadsheet. I decided in August I was going to open a toy store. So I did this in September. Then I went to New York to the toy show, and I was like, what do you have on this list? And if you don't have it, who does? And I spent a week in New York, and then we opened in November. It was really interesting because after I explained to a lot of these, you know, companies, I'm like, listen, like I'm opening a toy store as an addition to my candy store, and I have licensing with Good Humor and Unilever and Breyers and Popsicle. And, you know, and after I'm going down the list of the 75 different brands, and they took me more seriously, but it was just really, they're like, oh, well, you have to be prepared to spend $1,000. I'm like, I was prepared to spend $200,000, but, you know, like, you know, it was very demeaning. So it was kind of a challenge. And I think that was one of the first times, you know, as a buyer in that situation that, you know, I was like,
I had to put on your big girl pants and say,
like,
hey, man.
Women own business. I was like Rosie Riveter, you know?
Right. What would have been one of the harder games or puzzles or things that you really had the most trouble getting?
I haven't found Strawberry Shortcake dolls. They don't make them, but they're going to be coming out. And that was one of the things that I wasn't even, like her prototypes were behind a curtain. I wasn't even allowed in, you know? So that's one of the things that's interesting is like how they, you know, all the big buyers have to come in first. They buy up their containers, and then after mass market buys, then they let the specialty markets buy.
Like that is a very fond memory for a lot of people.
Strawberry Shortcake, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And the original Slinky, you know, I found that.
That is cool.
Yeah, I found Shrinky Dinks, which you know, you really can't find.
My sisters and I used to make those all the time.
And a lot of the board games that we have, these are the retro packaging. So, and even with the Operation one that we have, there's the vintage one, the nostalgic version, and then they have the newer version that's like cartoon characters and things. So I really tried to stay, you know, original to the packaging.
More authentic, yeah. Do you think, you know, that you might have been born in the wrong era? Do you think maybe you should have been born, you know, in the 50s and 60s? because you really have such a good knowledge and a good eye for all these things. I'm here, and it is memory overload.
Yeah.
Everything I'm looking at, I was telling you, my sister smashed a Etch-a-Sketch over my head. It's here.
A lot of people in the community are really passionate about supporting our store.
Right.
And, just for an example, we had a guy that came in over the weekend and he donated to me the original Evel Knievel. We sell Evel Knievel here, but he wanted to donate something. And so all around the store, I have things that are up on the shelves where people just come in and they donate stuff because
Like
they
a
want
museum.
Yeah, and I thought it was super cool, but people really love to come
This
in.
is in really good shape.
Yeah.
Very cool. What a cool guy. That was really
Jay
nice.
Shonk. Yeah, I was really.
Thanks, Jay. That was
yeah.
very cool. I'm giving you a hot tip. Beanie Babies are back. So they are back and they're doing the limited edition stuff.
So they release 3 new retro ones every 2 months. So.
And are you seeing the collectors coming in, and are they collecting them just like they used to?
It's crazy. I just shipped out 10 Beanie Babies the other day.
And how are the puzzles going?
Because
you've got a ton of puzzles.
So, we've moved the puzzles around because there's been so many, but, we have all the vintage ads ones. Like, this is my favorite things my parents used to say.
Right, right.
It's like, don't make me, don't make me turn the car
turn
around.
this car around.
Right? So, but we sell a lot of the White Mountain puzzles. We also have the 3D puzzles, and we moved it over by the Legos because we were finding that people that buy Legos also are
like
puzzle
those
people.
puzzle
Yeah,
people.
So, and what's crazy is like when you think about those memories, like you think about who you were with. It's not even the toy.
Right,
It's,
right.
Oh, I remember I used to play puzzles with my Aunt Ida. She would come over and I would come out with my little puzzle and so it's not about the toy, it's about the memories you created with the people that you love that were in your life.
You've got Gumby and Pokey. You've got all these action, and this is the pop culture wall. And you are just going to go down memory lane again and again. I can't believe all the stuff you have. The Marvel characters.
This is this one was one of our most popular
Emotional support
chickens.
chicken.
Yeah.
You know what? I can't do this place justice. I'm just telling you, you've got to come out and see it for yourself to believe it. You're going to eat good candy, drink excellent soda pop, and die in toy heaven. I really appreciate it, Linda. This place is awesome.
The Casey Malone Show will be right back with more local flavor.
This year's primary is March 19th. Don't forget to vote.
Early in-person and absentee voting begin on February 21st.
Our elections are safe, secure, and transparent.
Every vote counts.
Election day is March 19th.
We are getting close. Scaba Camp is almost here. A year-round destination for adults with disabilities and their families to get away, close to home. Accessible to all, with no barriers. Donate now to GABA Camp. Help others to enjoy this unique recreational destination for adults with disabilities and their families to enjoy an accessible camping experience. Donate to GABA Camp. Giving is living.
Kamara Jewelers is the place to buy an engagement ring because we want a relationship with you that lasts a lifetime. Your commitment with her is the same commitment we have to you.
We want to sit down with you and teach you about diamonds so you're educated on what you're buying. We have the largest selection we ever have, which is the largest in the area, and at the best value. And if it's not something in our case, we could always custom make it. We can make any dream come true.
Get real, get Kamara.
Rulli Brothers has a great choice of quality cheeses. We use our relationship with Old Road Houses to specially select the product and then have it custom cut and packaged by our own local artisans. At Rulli Brothers Market, our family is in the store.
The 46th Annual Mahoning Valley St. Patrick's Day Parade is Sunday, March 10th. Enter your group, organization, or marching band at mvstpatrickparade.com.
You better come on in my kitchen.
getting ready for St. Valentine's Day, and my Valentine is joining me in the kitchen.
Even though St. Blaise is my patron saint?
Right.
Right, but we're not talking about that today.
No, no. I don't even know who my patron saint is. But it's cool that you know yours.
Some people care and some people don't.
I do check on the Book of Saints. But right now, I've got some really cool stuff. I love blood oranges. This is the time of year.
So do I.
And we take advantage of it. Really, we freeze it sometimes. I buy a bunch of them, I juice them, and I freeze them so we have them when it's off season. But right now, I've got a really cool cocktail that we're gonna make. It is called the Robin Redbreast. And then we are gonna make a really nice salmon dish with blood oranges.
Cool.
And it's gonna be a lot of fun. So what we're gonna do is...
So I'm here to help you with the bar?
You're gonna help me with the bar and the cooking. So first, let's go over the ingredients, and then we'll be right back and we'll make this cocktail. For one cocktail, you'll need 1.5 ounces of vodka, 1/2 ounce of triple sec or orange liqueur, 1 ounce of blood orange juice, 1/2 ounce of lime juice, and 1 teaspoon of agave nectar. So Ken,
yes,
we're gonna make 2. Now the recipe on
one for you, one for me
is going to have just for 1 drink. We have filled a cocktail shaker with ice. And since we're making 2, it will be 3 ounces of vodka. Your choice.
Okay.
Okay, always remember to measure. It is very, very important.
And it's good to keep your vodka in the freezer.
Right.
Okay, there you go.
Now we'll just need 1 ounce
got it.
of orange liqueur, triple sec, Cointreau, whatever you want to use. I know we need cheaters to see this.
No, I could see it.
You
just
can?
barely, just barely.
All right, because I can't.
All right.
And now we're going to need 2 ounces of blood orange. I freshly squeezed these.
This one's going to be a little tougher.
It's going to be a little messy. I know. I got to get little pictures. They're so cute. That looks good. And then we are going to need...
You said 2 ounces?
Yeah.
All right.
And then 1 ounce of the lime juice.
There you go. Let me see. 1 ounce of that. Well, I'm way over there. Okay, there you go.
And then that is the 2 teaspoons of agave nectar.
That's 2 teaspoons right there?
Get it in.
I'm moving some stuff around.
It's okay. So now you shake it up.
Try this at home.
Right. Very good, very good, very good.
Okay.
And then we have
a couple of coops.
We can put it in whatever, wine glass you would like. And then I've got a nice little orange curlicue to, look
the Garnet.
how pretty that is. Yes, very nice. Looks good. Really looks good. This will, set the mood before we start cooking. All right.
I'll make the drinks, you dim the lights.
And then the garnish.
There you go.
Thank you. All right. To the
Look at
Robin
that.
Redbreast.
I like it.
There you go.
Cheers. Happy Valentine's Day.
Wow. That is mighty delicious. Mighty.
That is refreshing. I like it.
Now we'll be ready to cook. Well, Ken is enjoying his cocktail, so I am going to get dinner started. This is simply called blood orange salmon. And we're gonna put all this together. We're going to broil this in the oven, and it really is going to come together pretty quickly. So let's go over the ingredients. For this recipe, you'll need 1.5 to 2 pounds of a salmon fillet, 2 garlic cloves minced, 1 tablespoon of honey, zest from 1 lemon, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 1 blood orange sliced thin, and salt and pepper. And to finish off this salmon, you'll need 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter melted and chopped fresh herbs, basil, thyme, oregano, chives, and salt. So what we're gonna do is just get the marinade ready that will go right on the salmon. And it is the olive oil, the honey. I really like the honey because it is going to caramelize it really nicely once we put it under the broiler. And then the garlic, which, not too much, I don't love garlic in. And then the lemon zest. And this is all in the bowl, and we need just a little bit of salt and just a little bit of pepper. Now the fresh herbs and the butter, that will be put on once it is cooked. So right now, we are just gonna worry about this marinade. And you've got to stir it up a little bit because the honey's kind of thick. But it's broken up pretty good. And what we're gonna do is just put this all over the salmon and just put this rub all the way in and all over the place. I have it on parchment paper so it doesn't mess up the pan. It'll be easier to clean up. But all you want to do is just evenly distribute all this good stuff all over the salmon. I love salmon. I just love it. And once, you put the broiler on high, it's only going to be 6 to 8 minutes for this to be done. So it really is a nice quick dish. All right, so we have all this evenly coating the top of the salmon. And then these pretty little blood orange slices we just line it with. Isn't that nice? There you go. So we'll put them right here. And we got 2 extra, might as well throw them on, right? And now it's not as pretty. You know what? Let's keep them in one line. All right. Now what I'm gonna do is I have the broiler on high. It's been warming up. I'll put this in the oven 6 to 8 minutes until it gets opaque and a little flaky, and then it'll be ready to go.
Well, you did a great job. I mean, I go have a sip of my cocktail.
Right.
I got dinner and everything.
So, but wait, there's more.
Okay.
Take off the charred. We'll do something
Sure,
like
boss.
those. That looks like
Take
fun.
those off.
So I melted the butter.
And then you want me to cut you a slice?
Not yet, not yet. There's a little bit more, Kenny. Hey, hold on, a little bit of salt.
Okay.
So this is the 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter.
Okay.
Herbs, and now you pour it over. Drizzle it over that beautiful dish.
Nice and easy.
Nice and easy. Yeah, get all the herbs out, man.
Whoops.
Here, you know what? We'll
There you
just
go.
spread them around.
How's that?
Perfect. I made a little rice, just a little bit of asparagus, whatever you guys want.
I like it. It looks good with these burnt edges. So you want me just to
know.
dive in?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Oh, perfectly done.
How's that?
We're gonna have to invite people for dinner. I think this is a pretty big piece of fish for the 2 of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's done perfectly.
Oh, good.
There you go.
Thank you, sir. See how easy that was, though? I mean, really, it didn't take that much time. It really didn't. Well, first, though, we better taste it.
Gotta taste it first
It's good.
before you start patting yourself
Yeah.
on the back.
Oh, it's so good.
Don't break your arm. All right, let's see.
Oh, it's good. It is really
Wow.
good. Wow. This was delicious. I love the cocktail. I loved the salmon.
I like my company.
I do too.
There you go. Happy Valentine's Day. That's
Really,
good.
Go to my website, CaseyMaloneShow.com. Recipe for the cocktail, and the salmon will be there. And really, thank you. Cheers, because this is a nice Valentine dinner.
Was gonna get another bite.
Yeah.
Cheers.
The Casey Malone Show will be right back with more local flavors.
Locally sourced is good, whether it's ingredients or a bank. And that's why my bank is Farmers National Bank. Since 1887, Farmers has remained rock solid through every economic condition. Having a bank with a history of safety, soundness, and conservative management is a must. It all boils down to this. You need a bank that will help you reach your goals. I do too. And Farmers is mine. Farmers National Bank. Rock solid.
Make your voice heard.
Our elections are safe, secure, and transparent.
Exercise your right to vote. Vote early, absentee, or in person on Election Day.
Election Day is March 19th.
Locally owned, Hurricane Health and Wellness will help you weather the storm of your weight loss struggles. Safe and discreet, our experienced telemed team will prescribe the proper weight loss medication. Powerful weight loss solutions. Hurricane Health and Wellness.
I'm Elizabeth Bernard. For more than 30 years, I've provided our Valley with sound legal advice. My associate Jennifer Rigetti and I will be your legal representatives if you're involved in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident. Don't try to handle it yourself. We'll navigate the red tape of dealing with doctors, medical insurance, and all the obstacles that you'll face. Remember, there are no upfront fees on personal injury cases, and hiring a lawyer does not mean you have to go to court.
Call attorney Elizabeth Bernard, local legal experience for more than 30 years.
Well, you may remember the animal charity event that we covered, and Love Soup was one of the participants. And now I'm here at their world headquarters, the culinary center of the universe, McDonald, Ohio, in the Love Soup kitchen. Lisa, I cannot believe how versatile your organization is here.
It is a hybrid of craziness.
It is.
It is.
I mean, you've got Amanda on sweets, you've got BJ on everything else. People aren't cooking anymore.
They are
and
not.
The wedding soup, and you offer, so it's what, 3 days a week?
We are open in-house 3 days a week.
And you can just pick up your meals.
You can, or you can come in and sit with us.
Always have a different menu each day.
Every week. We have a different menu weekly.
Weekly,
Yeah.
and you just go online and find out or call you.
Yeah, or you can call us.
And what do you think your specialties are? Other than the wedding soup, which looks amazing, and BJ's hot peppers.
I'd say soup is obviously one of our bigger sellers right now. It's chili, and it's Ohio. And wedding soup, of course, to Youngstown is a big deal. And it's been my baby, so we've kind of built our products around that. But right now, with the extension of our team, Amanda is in here every day making beautiful pastries. We have cinnamon rolls, and she can do pretty much just about anything. She has beautiful cakes and any kind of decadent dessert you could think of. And then, of course, our executive chef, BJ Sulka. Really, you name it, and we can make it happen.
You know, like Lisa mentioned, we don't go by menus. We go by what you like. If you had something last January in Maryland that you loved, that apple crusted pork tenderloin or something, we can do anything, and we do anything. Price point is not a big deal.
And what do you eat at home? I'd like to know.
Cereal.
What, BJ, if I go to your house for dinner, what am I going to be served?
There's 4 boxes of cereal at all times.
You're Jerry Seinfeld.
See the same stuff all the time.
Right.
When I go, my go-to is a cup of soup.
Soup.
That's my go-to.
I love soup. I can eat soup every day of the week.
It's comforting. It's always
love
there.
it.
It's rotating. It's different. It's
We
not
make
the
a
same
big
sandwich.
batch.
Yes.
And I'm going to check your skills out right now.
Please do.
Excuse me before this gets cold. Bill, sorry, I don't know if there'll be any left for you. But this was all beautifully done, just like I like it. Oh man, this has got to be a popular appetizer.
It's a great holiday dish. Yeah.
This is delicious.
And now, I'm sure everyone's been to the store. It's almost cheaper to eat out than it is to buy out.
I know, and then you've got all the ingredients here, and I really like that you're doing a lot of on-site catering.
Yeah.
I mean,
do drop-offs. We do any kind of a party, anniversary, surprises. You name it, we'll do it.
Well, Amanda is the baking goddess here at Love Soup, and not everybody can bake.
It's true.
Are you a cook?
I am. I do have a culinary degree, but I jokingly say that I'm a terrible cook, that I would rather bake and do things like that.
I mean, because I am really challenged when it comes to baking, so I am impressed. I mean, you have all this dough. What are we going to make today? The pies?
Yes, they're cranberry orange hand pies with our little Love Soup stamper that we have. And with these, because they are a little bit smaller than normal hand pies, I try not to fill them too much.
Because it'll run out.
Right. And of course, we can't find our pastry brush for some unknown reason, so we'll just...
Well, BJ probably stole it.
He probably did. He hides things all the time, so.
So, you guys are all friends from high school, huh?
We are. We all grew up in McDonald. I mean, if you know McDonald, it's, the booming metropolis.
It is. It's the culinary capital of the world.
That is true. You are right. So just put a little egg wash on it to seal it. Then you can take your fork, which I'm sure you're the master in the kitchen as well.
Oh, yes.
Push these
Not
things
this.
together.
That looks so cute. Here, I'm gonna finish sealing it.
Oh, thank you.
So how long?
About 6-7 minutes, and you'll get one of these delightful little guys.
God, look how beautiful. This is a little holiday cocktail. It's really not that different, but I thought I'd share it with you guys. And now that I know you're all, bandies from, McDonald High School, I think you need to loosen up. Have a little beverage. So this cocktail is 2 ounces of vodka. Always use a measure, because you can get a little kooky when you just freehand pour. And then 2 ounces of cranberry. I like the one with no sugar. And then I did a fresh squeeze of lime juice, and that is 1 ounce. Here we go. I don't have my glasses on, but I can see. And last but not least, just a squirt to save the calories instead of a simple syrup. I've been using, agave nectar. That's like a teaspoon. All right, so I'm gonna shake this up. So you guys go to your class reunions together?
Never. Here it is, right here.
You know what? You should host one. So now this, I forgot my cranberries. But you could use that as a garnish, or a little rosemary, or, lime wheel. And I hope you like it. And you guys,
thank you.
I am telling you, Love Soup is happening.
Thank you. Thanks for visiting.
I really appreciate it. And I know you guys are going
baby.
on to cater the world.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming and visiting.
I mean it.
Appreciate it.
All righty.
Salud.
Salud.
The Casey Malone Show is sponsored in part by Denise and John York and the DeBartolo Corporation.